The rain outside is ridiculous. It is so heavy. Can you hear it? I don't know whether you can. So I thought now would be the perfect opportunity to tell you exactly what happened last week. I was on a train to Northumberland and oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. I sat down in a seat by the window. Okay, so imagine the train window's here and I'm here. Next to me is my friend Sarah. We're chatting away, haha, chat, 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 chat. And then this guy came on with a friend and he sat in the seats opposite. So I'm talking to Sarah like this and she's got her back to the guys. One of the men stands up and he's trying to put stuff in the overhead, try and put his bags up, but I think he dropped something. So he bent down, and as he bent down, oh my gosh, his trousers were so low, like I could see his whole bum, like I could literally see his bum, and it was just behind Sarah, and so I was like, and she looked at me like, what? What? And I didn't know where to look, so I looked away and was like, oh my goodness, and I looked back, oh my gosh, it was so hairy. It was so hairy, so unbelievably hairy. And I was like, I didn't want to say to Sarah, there is a hairy bum behind you, because I couldn't say that. And I just had to look away. Okay, picture this bit. I'm looking out the window. Sarah's looking at me like, what's wrong? And I'm going, oh, like, oh. And I see a man. A man's looking at me and he's standing on the platform. And he's looking at me like, what's that face that you're, why are you pulling that face? So I'm going kind of, that's why, can you see, sort of thing. And there's this stupid face that I'm pulling, blah, blah. So this man's looking at me going, what are you looking at? Oh, okay, you're looking at the hairy bum guy. Sarah's looking at me like, can you please explain? I'm in this, oh my gosh, there's a hairy bum really close to me. And then the train starts to pull away. The guy moves, sits down. As the train pulls away, he turns, hairy bum guy, turns to the man that I've been pulling faces at about hairy bum guy and waves. They wave at each other, and clearly that was his dad or his brother. He was quite old, so it's probably his dad. And they wave and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've just been pulling faces about your son. The train pulled away and there's me like feeling so bad. And I guess it got me thinking about talking about people behind their backs. Because one of you the other day said to me that you were at school and your friend came up to you and said, oh, just to let you know, we all went out for dinner the other day without you. And I just really wanted to tell you that some of the girls were talking about you behind your back. This girl looked so sad that, like, that they'd been being spoken about. Like, why are we just not a bit nicer to each other? Do you know what I mean? Like, why are we talking about people? Why are we like slagging each other off behind each other's backs? And to be honest, I know that I've spoken about people that I shouldn't have, and I know that I've been spoken about before. I don't want other people to gossip about me behind my back, so I really shouldn't be doing that. Like, I don't want people to be nasty about me, so I shouldn't be being nasty about other people, because it's really been on my mind recently. Like, do to other people what you would like them to do to you. Don't be nasty, don't be unkind, don't add to the conversation and say, oh yeah, and have you heard about this that they've done? I'm just like, right, okay, I really want to make a decision to stop talking about people, because I know I do it, and I don't know whether you want to join me, but like when you're in that moment when one of your friends is talking about someone, could you step out and just make a decision not to talk about them, just to be quiet, not to add to the conversation, not to be like, oh yeah, and she did this, oh yeah, and have you heard about that, and oh, what about this? I'm like, could we kind of make a decision not to do that? Because if one by one we all started doing that, we'd be so much happier. So if you want to join me, then I want you to tweet me, okay? Hashtag no more gossip. Just because if we all started doing that, if we all made that decision, there'd be this little like ripple effect, I think. And I can imagine, I don't know, I can just see it like, not just around England, but all around the world, just people just being a bit kinder. So tweet me if you're going to join me. I'd love that.